There was another group of cars that were really tearing up the autocross, and they're all campaigned by Air Ride Technologies, and it's a multi-dimensional story because they're not only cars that Air Ride builds to attract attention to their products, but they're also used as development cars, and they're also involved in the Good Guys giveaway cars. And Brett Vocal here, the president of Air Ride, is also one of the guys responsible for getting the Autocross as part of the Street Machine of the Year contest with the Good Guys series. And basically what that means is now he's taking it from show cars to cars that actually have to perform. So Brett's a guy who really stands behind his product line, because if you didn't believe your stuff worked, you wouldn't mandate that cars have to run. So, I mean, tell me, what was the motive to get this involved with all this stuff?
Well, yeah, like everybody else, I think I got tired of sitting around in a lawn chair and watching people talk about how fast their cars were, and we decided to go out and see what it was all about. And of course, I wanted to bring some attention to the air suspension. Air suspension got a reputation for being good only for laying around in the parking lot. I mean, I knew it wasn't true, but I had to demonstrate to everybody else that it wasn't true. So I got with Good Guys and I said, hey, let's do some of this, autocross mini track day stuff, and it drew a lot of participation, a lot of crowd appeal, and it's a good way to show off the suspension and have a good time. Anybody can buy a magazine ad. All it takes is a little money. Anybody can, put up a website. All it takes is a little time and money. But to come out here and actually demonstrate that the product performs at least as well as any of the other traditional suspensions, that's hard to fake. It really is, especially week after week after week after year. That's hard to fake.
One of the things I think is really super cool is that you guys not only, autocross this stuff, but you break stuff, and you almost enjoy doing it.
Well, I do these air suspension seminars once in a while, and I tell the people that attend that I don't know every way there is to build an air suspension, but I know about 15 years worth of ways not to. We have a whole dumpster of broken parts at the shop, and that's what allows us to make sure the customer doesn't get broken parts. Yeah, we break parts. I've broken shockwaves, I've broken control arms, I've broken air bars, I've broken all kinds of stuff, and unfortunately sometimes I've done it in front of thousands of people. But hey, those are the days that make you appreciate the good days.
Well, and it's all in the interest of finding out the limits and then beefing them up where they need to be beefed up.
Right, exactly. There's no way that you can do this only on paper. You have to start on paper, obviously. And there's certain design parameters and engineering theories that you adhere to, but at the end of the day, you have to go out and make it work. If you don't do that, then all the engineering theories don't mean anything.
Now, another thing that I admire about your company is the project cars and the display vehicles that you guys build. These are not cheap, thrown together BS cars. I mean, it takes a lot of money and time and skill to put these cars together. How are you able to pull this off? I mean, these three sitting right here, they're show winners anywhere.
We have a very talented, dedicated group of hot rodders that work at Air Ride Technologies. We build our own cars. I have a body shop, Precision Coach Works, that does car construction, and we do it for customers as well as ourselves. And as far as putting money into cars, I can't expect a customer to come and offer to pay me anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000 for a suspension system if we're bringing a car out here that it doesn't represent that.
A $3,000 to $7,000 car.
Nobody. These guys out here are not building $5,000 cars. They're building $50,000 cars or $100,000 cars, and several multiples of that in some respects. So they need to see our commitment to that kind of quality. And that and the fact that, I just like nice cars. I mean, this whole gig, at the end of the day, this whole gig revolves around the fact that to feed my hot rod habit. We're here to have a good time. If we make enough money to keep ourselves fed, watered, and amused, that's a happy coincidence, too.